Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to Witcombe Park Farm. And no, this isn't the start of a new series. This is going to be an one-off episode. Basically, we're gonna test an idea that I had for a while now. We're gonna do it together. And the question I would like to ask for this episode is, can you make a profit in Farming Simulator by just being a tractor mechanic? Yeah, no farming, just fixing up tractors and reselling them, essentially flipping them. So we are here on Witcombe Park Farm. I have set up shop here in plot 70, and we're going to be using two mods for this. The first one is the advanced damage system by the mod workshop, or ID 577 on GitHub. And the second mod is the used equipment yards by Oz, also on GitHub. I will link those two mods in the description down below. And yeah, so I have built a small yard here. I have converted the sort of rundown old farm that was here. We've got this building that was here previously. I have replaced the other one, the other shed, with this office type building. All the assets that you see here are basically base game or Witcombe Park Farm buildings, which is great. In here, I have set up a workshop or a garage for basically 3 tractors at the same time. Let me turn on the lights here. There we go. We're not going to be using all 3 benches. We're going to be using just one. And what we're going to attempt to do is purchase a tractor from the used equipment yard that I have set up in the city. So that would be right here. It's already got some tractors in it. We're going to purchase the tractor. We're going to bring it up here. Hopefully the engine actually starts and it is able to be driven onto the transit van that I've got here. And we're going to fix it up, and then we're going to resell it to the equipment yard and see if we can actually make a profit, right? So let's get this show on the road. So yeah, I was just wondering if this could be like the basis of a future series or something that we are probably going to do. And it's also, I'm also trying to test those 2 mods, or I should say I have been playing around with those 2 mods in the background, you know, trying to figure out if they are in a stable enough state in order to be added to the Pichoner Valley, basically. Both of these mods are in a state of work in progress. Basically, these are betas, right? But I think they are in a very good state at the moment. They are very stable. I have been playing with them in another save, just off to the side. And yeah, so let's have fun. Let's test it out together, see what we can make of it. Now, the only issue is, you know, when you buy a secondhand tractor, even if you have the advanced damage system turned on or enabled, you still don't have any mechanical faults on it, at least not in my testing. So what we're going to do is we're going to spin a random wheel or a random number generator for 2 things. The first one is how many faults do we need to add to the tractor. There is a console command that does a random fault or adds a random fault to the tractor. And the second one is, the second spin is going to be how many stages do we need to advance those faults. So basically there's another command that basically advances the state. So if you take for example, let's say you've got engine knocking, right? So maybe once it starts, it's not so bad and you can still run your tractor, but once it gets serious, then the engine fails, right? So that would be, I don't know, stage 5 or stage 4 or whatever, right? It is a bit artificial, I know, but I think it's cool, it's fun. It adds to the realism, right? Also, I'm not gonna look and see what the faults are when I add them, because where's the fun in that, right? So here we are at the yard. Let's take a look at the tractors that are on offer here. This is the selling point, by the way. This is where you would bring your tractor to sell in this yard. I did set it to the lowest possible max price, just so it simulates a sort of, you know, like very low quality tractors. It is set up to display or to offer only small tractors and medium tractors. So this is why we see all those older style tractors. But yeah, let's take a look at what's on offer. We do have this John Deere 6300 for 14,585. And how do I know that? First of all, it is displayed on the bottom right, and also the license plate. Look at that. How cool. This is the price, right? For sale, 14,586. Perfect. We do have this Fiat here, 1000 DT Super for 22. Wow, that's kind of expensive. How many horsepower? How many horsepower does this have? 82. Okay. Another John Deere. This is a 4040 for 24. We do have this nice Sammy here, 24 as well. Massey Ferguson, 1007 for 12. This might be the one we get. We are on Witcombe, right? So getting a Massey Ferguson is the appropriate thing. Another Massey Ferguson, and this one is a bit more expensive, 2-wheel drive. We do have the F140 Fiat here as well. Another Massey Ferguson, 387 for $9,500. We do have a Zetor here for 23. These guys are expensive. The New Holland and a Landini. I think we're gonna go for that Massey Ferguson. What John Deere is this? 3650. Yeah, that Massey Ferguson, I think, is the one we are going to get. Let's see if we can haggle a price. So they want 12,231 for it. Let's see if we can drop them by 20%. Okay, that's too high. Let's go to 15%. We got it. We got it for 10,396. Good. 50% off the listed price. So let me go ahead and hop in there, and we're gonna simulate the fault. So let me go ahead and bring the Google random number generator. Excellent. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna spin for the first number. We're gonna do it between 3 and 10. So let's see how many faults do we need to add to this tractor. 8. Okay, that's that's quite a lot. And then the spin for the stages, I'm gonna do 1 to 5. Okay, so 8 faults at 5 stages. Let me turn the number generator off. There we go. And I'm gonna simulate that with a console command. I'm not gonna see it, and you guys are not gonna see it. Let's do a quick inspection on this. Hopefully this actually runs. If it doesn't, we're just gonna have to use super strength to get it on top of the tow truck. Okay, so engine oil is critical, and hydraulic fluid has a severe leak. I don't think I need I would like to turn the engine on. I'll be honest with you guys. Because if you have no engine in, if you have no oil in the engine, then it's just gonna seize, and then we're looking at a overhaul. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna simulate, if we just use our imagination and a bit of roleplay, us using this winch here on the tow truck. I know it's not functional, like in-game functional, but we're gonna play it out like it is, right? So let's unfold this. And through the magic of editing, I'm going to get the tractor onto the tow truck. And just like that, it is on. Let's strap everything down, unfold this. Yeah, so if we can imagine, people here at the yard have helped me to push it up and use the winch. But yeah, let's drive back to the yard. Right, so here we are at the yard. Is it a shop? Is it a yard? I don't know what to call it. We're gonna reverse in. And again, we're gonna roleplay this as if someone is helping me get the tractor down. So, unstrap everything. Unfold the thing. Let's get the tractor in the workshop. And then we'll see what's wrong with it. Okay, so here it is, nicely parked in the workshop. Let's get to the trigger and see what's what. So this is a complete change off of the regular maintenance or repair trigger in the base game. And we're gonna start by doing an inspection. We're gonna do a full defectoscopy. So that's 3 hours and 23 minutes. And we're gonna see everything that's wrong with this tractor. So I think what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go grab a cup of coffee while my mechanics are working on the tractor, and I'm gonna see you in a few hours. Okay, so the clock should be ticking into 12:21 just now. There it is. We've got 8 issues detected. We know that. We don't know what issues though. So let's go back to the trigger right here and see what's up with that. Okay, so we have a lot of critical things that we need to address. The fuel filter is clogged. Fuel flow through the filter is insufficient for engine operation, and engine start is not possible. So if we wanted to turn the engine on, this is what we would need to fix, I think, first. We've got a problem with the synchronizers. They have completely failed. It is impossible to shift gears. How cool is that? Seriously. The valve train is gone. PTO clutch has failed. The clutch has failed, completely burned out. The vehicle is unable to move. Wow. Oil pump is gone. Steering linkage is critical failure. Hydraulic cylinder is gone. Yeah, this thing is a mess. This thing is a mess. Other than that, we've got a lot of green things here. That's not too terrible. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start a repair. I'm gonna do standard and OEM. Obviously, you've got a lot of options here. Quick fixes when you are in the field and you need to get this thing running, you know, to get it to a proper workshop. We're gonna do a standard with OEM parts. How much is a premium? Ooh, 11. Yeah, we're gonna do OEM parts, and after we're done, we're gonna perform a maintenance. And what this is doing basically is changing the fluids, so oil and such, right? Hydraulic fluids, I don't know. So we're gonna do all that. That's gonna probably cost us about 10 grand. Okay, so we're gonna start this, and this is going to be ready tomorrow afternoon. So I think it's time we do some sightseeing on the map. Come back tomorrow afternoon and let all our mechanics work on this beautiful tractor in the meantime. Okay, so we are just about to tick over. There we go. Let me turn the time scale back down. It is cleaned, and we're now starting the maintenance procedure. So that is going to be done that's going to be done at 8:36 in the evening if we take a look at the bottom right corner, or we could also use the handy dandy menu we've got in here. In service, you see 5 hours, 3 minutes, finish time. There we go here. And this is only going to cost 150 bucks. We could take a look at the report. We do have the maintenance log, right? So this is the first inspection we've done. This is the repair report. It didn't find any additional issues, so that's great. But yeah, I guess I'll see you tomorrow morning, I think is the time to meet up again. Okay, so this is the next day. We are in October, so essentially 2 in-game days in order to bring this back into a good working condition. Let's take a look at the report. So yeah, everything is fixed. The condition level is now normal. Service level is optimal. Everything is in good order. Current power is perfectly restored, 150 horsepower, so that's fantastic. The brakes are fine, and the battery charge is fine. Everything is good. Yeah, looks like we are good to go. Let's see if it starts. It should start. Nice. Does need a bit of fuel. But yeah, everything works. So basically, we have spent $21,000 buying this thing and fixing it up. Engine is cold. Yeah, I know. You're right. Engine is cold. I shouldn't rev the engine when it's cold. So let's take this to the yard and see how much they're gonna give us for it. I do want to try the actual map dealer to see if they actually are willing to pay a bit more. Sounds a bit rough, this tractor, but I guess it is fixed. There we go, perfect. Hold that. And I'll see you at the dealers. All right, so here we are at the dealers. So the magic number I'm looking for, we're not gonna sell it here, but the magic number I'm looking for is, well, 21. We need to get 21 for this, $21,000, right, for this tractor. Otherwise, we didn't make any profit, right? I don't think we're gonna see that. I honestly don't. I don't see this selling for more than 12 maybe. Yeah, maybe this experiment is going to be a failure. Who knows? So let's see. We could sell that for 14, yeah. So we basically have failed. We cannot make any profit out of just repairing tractors. However, let's try the used equipment yard and see if they are willing to offer us more than 14 grand. I doubt they will, because they need to make a profit out of the tractor as well, if they are to sell it in the yard, right? I mean, they should, really. This tractor is basically brand spanking new right now. How many hours does it have? I do not know. Come on, bike. Yeah, and as you can see, no tractors are in the yard just yet, because they've all despawned. And now new offerings are up. I can see a Fent over there. Okay, so this thing has 56 hours on it. That's a nice looking Fent. Oh yeah, it is. Ooh, a 611 Turbo-Matic. I like that. That's very, very cool. Okay, so let's hop in here and try and sell the tractor. Massey Ferguson, select. They are only offering us $10,000 for it. So we're gonna accept that. We can take store credit if we want to. But the tractor is now gone. We are at $89,000 and we have basically failed. So to answer the question that I've asked in the beginning of this video, no, you cannot make money out of just repairing tractors and buying them at the used equipment yard. Although if we didn't simulate those faults, maybe you could. So I don't know. I just thought it could be fun to try as a one-off thing. So this is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so very much for watching. I really do appreciate your time. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you hit that like button for me. If you are new and you haven't already, consider subscribing as well. Hope to see you next time. Bye bye.